4-1 New York Giants get the ball for the first time. Phil Simms, who will be 38 years old in 2 weeks and having a terrific year, is the leader of this offensive bunch that also features Elliott and Roberts. Brian Williams starts for an injured Bart Oates. Bob Cratchit right guard and Doug Riesenberg at right tackle. Tillman and Rashid are the backs. Bunch and Hampton out with an illness and an injury respectively. Sherrard, Jackson, and Howard Cross. Philadelphia counters with 4 linebackers. Britt Hager has joined the starting lineup as the sun peeks out. Here's the handoff up the middle to Tillman, and he runs into Byron Evans, who makes his 41st solo tackle of 93. Defensive line, Simmons and Nichols and Millard and Harmon, who replaces the injured Tim Harris. And Thomas, Byron Evans, and Seth Joyner are the linebackers. And in the secondary, the original starting lineup listed Allen, Miano, Hopkins, and McMillan. And Keith Millard is down, injured on that last play.
This is an all too familiar sight for Eagle fans, seeing one of their ball players on the ground. It looks like Millard's in some real pain. Came into the game with a sore back and a history of knee problems. Here he is right here, number 77, and there's a lot of weight coming forward on him. It's a double team by Williams and Cratch. And at the end of it, Tillman is tackled right down low on his left knee. That appears to be what they're looking at. How many injuries can the Eagles afford to have week after week? This is what Kotite sees.
While they tend to Keith Millard, the latest of the injured Eagles, we'll take a break. Time has been called. We have no score. 7:48 to go, first quarter. Keith Millard walked off without assistance. Leonard Renfro has taken his spot. It's 2nd down and 7 as we get back to play. And here's Simms to throw from the end zone. Right and left and a crossing pattern. It's incomplete, intended for Mike Sherrard, who was wide open. Here is Keith Millard, the latest of a long line of injured Philadelphia Eagles. Millard, who gained his fame, of course, with the Minnesota Vikings. Richie Kotite, a homecoming for Richie. He is a former member of the Giants, played for the Giants as a special team star and tight end in '67 and then again in '69 through '72. Matter of fact, when Dan Reeves was a member of the Cowboys as a halfback and Kotite was a member of the Giants, they played each other annually in the Cotton Bowl and Yankee Stadium, respectively. Some of us old coots remember that. 3rd and 7. Simms gets rid of it under pressure, but it's out to the 10-yard line short of the first down. The catch is made by Ed McCaffrey. And that will not be enough.
This is really what the Eagles need, is pressure, Vern, on the quarterback. Harmon is 91. He comes free. And you know one thing, that Simms will go to the sidelines and say, how come 91 came all the way free, nobody laid a glove on him, and he hit me in the back.
Eagles said they will come after Sean Landeta today. Landeta has had 1 block this season and, of course, had 1 blocked in this game against the Eagles last year by Ken Rose, who then returned it for a touchdown. They're not coming this time, and Landeta kicks it deep to Vi Sekahima at the 45. Dodges 1, dodges 2, and gets it to the 42-yard line. Tackle is made by Marcus Buckley. Sekahima with the counterpunch of 14 yards. Eagles have the ball. Keith Millard, the injured Eagle, it's a sprained left knee, the same injury he sustained at Philadelphia. And he has been listed as questionable to return in this game. Leonard Renfro has taken his spot. Last week it was Clyde Simmons who went out with a knee injury, stayed in the locker room and got back on the field. And Simmons is playing today. And now Philadelphia has a 1st down and 10 at the 42, no score in the game. And they will give it to Herschel Walker for the 8th time. He dances by Lawrence Taylor, and then the stiff arm on Perry Williams. He's out of bounds at the 36-yard line.
They're going to run at Lawrence Taylor because a lot of teams are afraid of running away from Lawrence because he has a way of catching up to you. Good job here, though, of Walker starting inside and then bouncing to the outside. And the thing that people don't realize is just how strong number 34 is. He gained 6 yards that time when it appeared he had nothing. Still has the speed to bounce outside, and Perry Williams couldn't bring him down.
2nd and 4, Walker with 33 yards on 8 carries. He's fresh from his most productive outing of the season last week. And here he is for the 9th time on 2nd down. That is the 4th time now on 2nd and more than 3 that the Eagles have run the ball. Right now, let's go back across the Hudson for an update on New Orleans and Pittsburgh. Here's Greg.
All right, Vern, at Pittsburgh, Rod Woodson has 2 interceptions of Wade Wilson today. This one is his first. He returns at 63 yards. He has 7 on the year, and it's a 7-0 Steeler lead in the first quarter. Pittsburgh has just converted for another touchdown, so they've increased their lead. Vern?
All right, thank you, Greg. Herschel Walker with 9 carries, 35 yards. It's 3rd and 2. No score in this one. Brister dances left, looks for Walker. Walker was well covered by Guyton, and Corey Miller lays into Bubby Brister, and Brister's limping as he comes off the field.
This will be the 3rd sack of the year for Miller, but there's a coverage sack. But then it's the speed of Miller's. He comes up, doesn't pay any attention to Brister waving the ball, faking the pass, and Brister may have injured his right ankle.
Myron Guyton with terrific coverage on Walker forced that sack. And now on 4th down, here's Spiegels to punt and trying down it inside the 20 again. Nice and high. Make it with a fair catch. And grabs the ball at the 11-yard line. Grabs may be too strong a word.
It's a fantastic catch.
Yes, it was.
Diving catch at the 10. That really saved the Giants there.
There's the 2nd touchdown that Greg referred to, and Seattle's on top of Detroit. Talk about your surprise teams. Here's Cleveland leading early. Tommy Bardell with a touchdown reception. Bubby Brister, Otho Davis.
Watch the right ankle as he just gets his ankle turned over.
Ouch.
That was a real graphic picture of a very serious injury. It'd be hard for him to come back from that.
Lewis Tillman breaks the tackle and moves it all the way out to the 17-yard line. Rich Miano finally caught up with him.
We saw a real devastating AstroTurf injury last week in the Bears when Wendell Davis got hurt. And now Bubby Brister goes down with a sprained ankle. Byron Evans gets wiped out here. Middle linebackers making all the tackles for the Eagles this year. And Miano had to bring him down that time.
The backup quarterback for Philadelphia is Ken O'Brien, the former New York Jet, who is warming up on the near side. It's 2nd down and short. That one looked awful. That looked goofy.
Well, what happened is the clock was running down. That 40-second clock just isn't enough time for teams to use motion. Sims had to tell Jackson to just stop right there.
Ball starts on the offense. The entire line moved prior to the snap. 5-yard penalty. Still 2nd down.
And it's just another example of why that 40-second clock is a bad rule, and why the league has to go back to a 45-second clock between plays, because Sims wanted to have Jackson run in motion all the way behind him in the formation. Didn't have time, and then everybody got out of whack.
So it's a 2nd down and 7 now. Tillman bounces off the tackle. Andy Harmon goes down to make the stop at the 18-yard line. Well, the New York Giants lead the National Football League in time of possession. Take a look at their various edges through 5 games this year.
This is an amazing number right here. That's almost 27 minutes of a 60-minute game.
They have run 82 more plays than the opposition, and that game 3 was against the Los Angeles Rams. Now Dave Meggett in on 3rd down. Behind Phil Sims. It's 3rd and 2. Blitz. Sims back. Got him. Andy Harmon cut through and got Phil Sims, and the Giants will be forced to punt. Andy Harmon.
You know, that's twice that Harmon has come in on Sims. He had the pressure right